Hello and welcome, friends.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Breaking Character, where we try not to here on the Adventures and Initiative channel of Twitch, where we play the cyberpunk combination homebrew of D&D 5e. I am your host, the DM, Gearsbox. And let's take a review of our players and their characters and what they are up to today, and then we will go into the actual campaign. So, as last time, Rev, would you mind starting us off with your intro?
Yeah. So, Rick is just like kind of getting back into feeling like he's a part of something and he can help people out. So he's really excited about that. He's made some new friends. He's lost some new friends, and then he made some more new friends. So like this is all very exciting.
That's one
awesome.
word for it, for sure.
That's one word for it. Yep. I'm actually forgetting the layout.
Next up to the left is Dark.
Tony? Oh, Darkness. We'll have Darkness start this time.
Okay. Can you guys hear me okay right now?
Yes.
Here we go. So, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm forgetting my own characters. Ramita Thornstep is pretty excited to be going on an adventure again. She's been pretty bored taking care of her grandchild who got in a lot of crap. So she's excited to go and bash some faces in.
Nice. Fenra. Let's Bloodlust, tell us about your character, and then we'll have you.
Yeah, I'm playing Fenrana, a bard, and they are kind of just trying to go with this flow. I mean, they woke up to explosions, and now we have a group of friends who are trying to look into it. Who knows? Curiosity is their main driving force.
Nice. Brett. Is Brett frozen?
Oh, he go.
Tony, will you give us... Oh, Tony, you're muted.
Look, everything is fine until you try to eat a croissant on stream and you don't want to crunch into the microphone, so you might mute yourself and then forget to unmute yourself, which is something that no one here has done. Definitely not.
Never.
Yeah.
Ever.
So Nash is having a weird 24 hours. Got out of prison. Got a contract to take out somebody, like take somebody in. You know, found some friends. Everything blew up. Had to deal with the crushing reality of the real world. And then one of his other friends got literally crushed. Yeah. So, you know, he's just trying not to implode constantly. It's a good time.
And do we have Brett back?
I'm trying so hard. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. Hi, I'm playing Boston Jones, the paladin fighter of the group. And he was supposed to make a lot of money yesterday, and that didn't work out. And now a place he never thought he'd be going back to blew up. So, he's... Oh, and he ran into a familiar face that thought he was dead. So he's peachy keen right now. Is the best way to describe it.
Peachy Keen.
That's peachy keen.
All right, that is our players and their characters. Let's recap with a journal entry from one of our new characters. And just a moment. We're gonna hear the thoughts of
You're
Fenrir.
good.
Please go ahead.
My travels found myself in a rather odd bunch. After the lodging I found exploded, quite literally, in the morning, I found myself amongst a very ragtag group whom seemed to have themselves in the middle of it all. We proceeded to assist them to finding some of their friends who had unfortunately passed the night before. From there, we spoke to many of the clergymen, trying to find any sort of inside knowledge, see if there was a reason, a purpose, only to find suspicions of a cult. Later, we were then approached by what looked to be a guardsman, a very ragtag man, and an even more ragtag old woman. She proceeded to join us as we looked for more information, settling finally in a restaurant, if that is what they call it, and deciding that information must be found outside of the church. That's all I got.
That's fine. That's wonderful. Thank you. And with those thoughts, we come to today's session with all of the characters sitting or standing around a booth with mostly empty plates and drinks and perhaps at least a good amount of the food is gone. If not eaten by Nash himself, definitely picked on by the rest of the party. The diner has calmed down a bit. The craziness of the early morn is starting to seemingly relax. But at the same time, it's transferring into something else. As people leave the diner, some of them are vigorous and even more excited. It seems there's a murmur going around, and everyone is starting to rally up and pay their tabs and all leave at once almost. The waitress who's been serving this group comes by to pick up a few of the dishes as we turn to almost mid-morning. We'll say around 9 o'clock, since it was super early when this explosion went off. By now, it's not later in the day, but it feels like it with the previous attack and excitement. What does the party do at this point?
It feels like we're at a dead end. By the way, Boston, you done with that bran muffin?
I ain't that old. Yeah, you can have it if you want it.
Dude, bran muffins and prune juice are dope. Just saying. But like,
Yo, speaking your health nonsense again to me.
Make sure you use the bathroom before we go.
Yeah. Wait, me or him?
Both. Bran goes right through you.
Do we have a trajectory on where we're going? I mean, currently we have the orbs that Rick picked up, but beyond that, go to the clergy to see what they have within the orbs to see maybe if we have some kind of leading, or continue asking around.
Well, everyone just got up and left. Should we follow them?
Yeah, normally when everyone leaves an area, that means something's about to happen.
Yeah, DM, I spent a lot of time in this area. Do I know what's going on? Is like an after like meal exercise routine that everyone does in the town square. Like everyone does
Considering there's
exercise
never
routine.
really, considering that there's never been an explosion, do me an intelligence check.
My favorite. That looks like it's a 13.
So you can kind of pick up that there's something going on. This sort of has happened. It's kind of like a group mindset of the clergy, and when they all discuss something, word gets around pretty quickly within the group, and when they make a decision, they delegate, and then they go and attack it like a, huge old hive of bees or a school of fish. They're all together. They're all one like-minded. You don't know what they're up to, but you know that they've all basically agreed to do something in unison.
We probably should see they don't get themselves killed.
Them. I'm just gonna start like creeping out the door just behind them.
You're gonna follow them? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Our halfling is leaving.
Yeah, let's go follow.
Okay.
Alright, let's
So, excuse me, Ramita.
Yes.
As you leave the diner, first off, who's paying?
I thought Rick was.
Oh, I certainly would have already paid the tab.
Okay.
Everyone would have been
Okay.
upfront.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Sneaking off. I don't really know.
I was wondering about that. I was like, is everyone leaving and following the halfling, or is somebody going to pay the tab? Ramita, when you go outside and open the door, which this place is somewhat low tech, it has a regular door you have to push open. Unfortunately, door you have to touch. Oh my god. Which you're used to. You're used to. In this economy, yes. Warforged is full of them. Ithros has a few. Vorak has a couple. And when you reach outside, you see a bustle of people. Lots of people just getting around. And after a minute of observing words, they hard. You notice that people are getting together. What looks to be like a little festival. There are booths getting set up. There are tables getting put out with tablecloths, and various activities are getting put up. People are putting up items. It looks like a festival.
I'm just confused, staring at it, just like, why are they partying?
This is what everyone else sees when they reach outside as well. Many booths lined up and people bustling around. A lot of them are the clergy themselves from the recently bombed church, and but also a lot of locals as well. People who were standing around who came to see the aftermath when they had heard it down the street, and some from what seems like even further away. The news travels fast.
So did everyone just get like a collective concussion or something? And hey, here's an explosion, let's have a party? That feels...
This doesn't seem like a quite a known reaction to stress, but I suppose, is this common here?
My best bet is to try to make sure people need medical care and things like that. Like maybe they're handing out like packs of food and things like that, but that doesn't make any sense. We all just had breakfast.
This looks just delightful. They've refused to let such an instance delay them from their duties.
Can I go squeeze between legs and try to see what's going on in the booths?
They're open table booths. They're not closed, although there might be a few tents being put up. But you can see what they are just by looking at them.
Hey,
Okay.
Granny. I don't remember your name. Granny.
Granny works.
Granny. You know, you could try like seeing around feet, or I could just like lift, and you can see the whole place.
I go.
Just one arm it.
Halfling goes upstairs.
Elevator go
Halfling
up.
is now
Nah.
somewhere around 10 to 11 feet in the air.
Are we hinting at a fastball special?
Oh no.
Austin's gonna look at Nash and say, I make friends really quickly. I'm just saying.
So you see things. There's several tables that are doing sales. Like there's a bake sale. There's some knickknacks being sold. Some parts as well. There is a what looks to be a kissing booth getting set up. There's a rice patty toss. A dunking booth, a tomato throwing booth. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now.
So like
I'm
a
not
Really
festival
confused by this,
or
right?
fundraiser.
There's not like a random holiday in friggin' anywhere. It's not like Lemgurshka's or something like that. It's not like Lathander's like wife's like birthday or something like that, right?
It's actually Light Day, and Chewie's trying to get home to his family.
The
Um,
explosion was just so they could get a new skylight in. They should have,
They
escorted
just
the car.
overestimated it.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's fine. We'll just put in a new chandelier.
Fine.
It'll spice the place up.
Are you asking NPC or are you asking me? Because
Yes.
okay, then in that case, there's a clergy that walks by you and overhears you talking, and says, "Are you wondering about the festival?
Yeah. What?
Well, we have discussed and realized that the church is in need of funding to make repairs. So everyone has gotten together, and we are raising money to fix the church, as many of our services are paid for themselves by our flock. We basically run off of donations, and we are in need of some. So we have gathered, everyone has, and spread the word out that we are going to have a nice little fundraising celebration, and hopefully raise some spirits in the process."
Good idea. He's gonna turn it directly to Rick. Rick, you owe me some cash.
Certainly. How much do you require?
This whole trip, this whole nonsense that just happened, it cost me 73 megabytes.
Okay,
Don't give it to me, give it to the church.
certainly. I can do that. And I'll walk over to, like, whatever the nearest... Actually, no, I think I'd split it up amongst the booths. So I'm just going to hit every booth, which I imagine is not enough to, like, spend that much money inconspicuously.
No, as soon as you start,
Kissing booth go, by the way.
hang on. You want to go to the kissing booth?
So,
Oh, yeah.
so
See your face just
No.
tink.
if Nash is made aware of the idea of spreading this money around, right? Like, you know how parents will give kids money to donate, like, because they're super excited?
Oh, yeah.
Nash is on that level. So, Nash will help.
Seeing that
oh.
excitement, I'm going to, like, reach over and split half of it with you, like, just send it to you. To just, like,
Okay.
start divvying.
So yeah, you put your, God, I can't remember where your SIM cards are. You put your wrist over his wrist. I don't know, and the transfer is almost immediate as soon as you do the approval. As long as you both accept the transfer, it goes through, and you have the however much he transferred, half of the 75 mil gig?
73.
73 megabytes. Yes. which for the city of Vorak is a good chunk. It will definitely help out with the repairs and whatnot. Sorry.
Are there any other automatons running around that ain't Rick?
Are there any? There is one. It's actually the kissing booth. Yeah.
That's what I had in mind.
So there is 3 individuals actually at the kissing booth. The automaton, a decently looking half-orc female who looks more like a very tall, slightly wide Xena, and then a very small, thin, very beautiful, androgynous individual who looks like a half-elf. And the lines are building up. Most of them are with the androgynous person. A good decent amount is with the half-orc, and the unfortunate Warforged has almost none, as they do not have any lips.
Yeah.
Yo, Rick, I see an opening. Go get it. You got this. I believe in you.
I'm not quite sure I'm following.
If we're gonna be good patrons, it's your turn. Go be a good patron at the booth here. There's an open line, like it's real quick. Just in it. You got this.
Oh, okay.
Like a Wally Spark, they're just gonna lean foreheads and just zap a little bit and pull back.
Like, gets in line for the other Warforged and just like looks around and
Very
so
confused.
one person in front of him gets through.
They look, well, hello.
Hello. I am here to donate some money, and as I understand, there's a service.
Yes, it is a kissing booth. I am told this is a normal fundraising mechanism.
How curious. I don't have a mouth.
I do not have lips.
Okay. And she like leans in awkwardly, just like tink.
Shall we exchange extremities? And puts a hand out.
Oh, this is much nicer.
Does a shake. Thank you for the credits.
Well, of course, we saw that you were in need and are happy to help.
Thank you.
Just like turns and leaves.
And it is absolutely the most natural and normal thing for the two of them, even though it's the most awkward thing ever.
Nash is gonna go for a fist bump.
We make that a double fist bump with me on top.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
well, hello.
Serious
And,
question.
Yes.
Does Rick fist bump like Baymax from Big Hero 6?
La 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 la.
If he doesn't, this automaton will. He'll fist bump the little half thing up and go la 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 la.
I love it so much.
The diner that you're at actually starts putting a booth out, even next to you guys, as they try to like push you out the door and start setting up their own little bake sale kind of thing. And the waitress that was helping you comes out and is like, "Did you all need anything else? Were you not done?"
Now, we're fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Observing, honestly.
It's always room for
Good.
dessert.
are these booths near each other enough that Nash would be nearby?
Oh
Because-
yeah, the walking area is like a normal street. It's not too wide. Yeah, absolutely.
Is it a New York size street or is it like a small town street size? Like,
It's like it's kind of a small town street.
It's
Okay.
got a kissing booth. It's the set of a Hallmark movie. Come on. How do you know this?
I haven't watched a Hallmark movie in a while. I'm sorry, I'm uncultured.
Look, it's
It's-
definitely
yeah.
not a guilty pleasure at all. I don't enjoy them. What do you mean?
Talking about
I
Um,
don't know who Nicholas Sparks is. Anyway,
So let me paint a little bit more clearer picture. So the diner that she went to is in the middle of a little street. There is a turnoff, and it is a kind of a wide. It's one of those one-way streets kind of thing, but that goes to the church. So as you go down it, the area kind of gets wider and wider really quickly. It's like one of those. I'm trying to think. My brain is just not working with description here. But the church, in its vast, glorious, large structure, is off to the side. It is not down by the diner. So where you had to walk quite a ways to get to the diner. When you got there, it's like a small little street. There is room for vehicles, though for this, they've been blocked off. But it is a two-way street, and the booths are set up across from each other and on the street level. Therefore, there's a good, 10 feet between booths, 15 feet between booths, from across the street, and then of course all the booths are right one next to each other. So it is a like little small town, quote unquote, Hallmark setup. So yeah, conversations can be had and heard if they're loud enough, or they'll be semi-private if you want.
hey, Rick, how you feeling?
Oh, I am very excited to see where this all leads us.
No, I meant like physically. Like, how dinged up are you right now?
Oh, I'm fairly rough.
Oh, I can handle that. I can handle that. Please allow me. And then you see a person in white clothes, but not priest clothes, comes up. It's like, please allow me to help you, sir. I have the gift of healing. I may aid you in that, if that is all right. And he comes up and he gives you a big ol' hug, wraps his arms around you, and is like, and you feel this pulse electric going through you again, just like before. The similar to what, the adrenaline rush, the electricity just vibrates and everything kind of gets back together, and you are back to full health.
Yes.
You are healed, sir. This is divine light. This is what is meant to be. You are welcome. And he
Well,
starts to
thank
walk
you
off.
very much. That was very lovely.
Inside check.
Yeah.
Roll.
Don't mind, DM.
It's a 12.
Hmm.
It's not great, but it's something.
Yeah, for Jones, that ain't much better. That's a 9.
Okay, so the 12. This yeah, no, this wasn't a normal healing. You tell Rev that he may, or not Rev. Sorry, Rick. You tell Rick to check his wallet, check his bank, his SIM card.
Rick,
Nice.
you may want to check your persons and anything's connected to your persons currently.
Oh,
Has the guy zoomed off, by the way?
Oh no, I'm chasing him.
There's It was almost immediate. So like they're like they got 8 feet away, 10 feet away before
I'm tackling the motherfucker.
right now,
Yeah.
grapple.
That's a 1.
Oh
trip
no.
I trip over Rick probably.
Oh no. Yeah, you start to go forward and then there's a child in your way. You almost stumble and almost run into Rick and it just you don't even catch your trip, you fall. You're just rolling in the dirt.
Bland.
Don Brand Muffin.
Nash turns around with a packet of brownies that he just bought. Hey, Rick, you got a place to... What?
Do I see
Rick.
which way the guy went?
Hideous laughter.
Oh, he's
If I can see them, hideous laughter.
okay. So at this point, they're like 20 feet away. How?
30 feet is my reach.
Okay, so that would definitely.
They have to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Let me do one.
I'm bad at those.
Where's my this? There's my die.
You can make the automaton laugh.
Birdie.
I'm really only good at one thing.
Making us
That
all
would be
feel
an
better about
11.
That fails. They are prone.
Okay. Okay. So they
Hi, Lisa. And they
start
are
laughing uncontrollably.
uncontrollably, cannot move. You creature of your choice you can see within range perceives everything as hilarious, funny, and falls into a fit of laughter if the spell affects it.
Yep. He starts falling. He starts chuckling in the middle of the street and laughing, and is just grabbing his sides. And he looks at you with fear in his eyes. And so for the second, he looks mad. He doesn't know what's going on. Yes, he looks mad, like insane, crazy. His eyes are wide, and
Oh, the windows of magic. Shall we? I walk past Boston.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
Yeah, no.
I'm
I'm more worried
laughing
about
at
the
this
guy
whole
who could
situation.
break the spell.
Rick, did you check your persons?
Yes.
Your persons is missing about 40 or 400 gig.
S'il vous plaît.
It's fine. Nothing to panic about.
Only
This
more
is-
money.
Oh,
Well-
the music man went away.
There's some of my currency has gone missing. Oh, everybody seems to be in a kerfuffle.
Yeah.
I'm just rolling around laughing at this point. Just don't know what the heck is going on, just cracking up.
Boston,
Yeah.
how much does a healing usually cost?
Depends on the person, but I mean, most clerics will give it to you for free. Most clergy.
Oh. I believe I was overcharged. That gentleman took 400 gigs.
I love the gigs. Yeah, that's called a pickpocket. I think he robbed you. Because if you remember,
Oh.
I didn't charge you for a heal, and I healed you.
Well, I assumed that was because of our acquaintanceship.
Nah, that's I heal anybody if they deserve it.
Oh, that is very kind. Well, I think we should retrieve that money then.
Yep. I'm on the lookout for kids now. I don't trust children.
I'm a child size.
That's even
Oh,
worse.
trust
Tell
you.
children.
So this person who is laughing uncontrollably
Every
And-
round they get to make a save, by the way.
Oh god. Well, this.
That's the reason Fen wanted to get to them like now.
Does anybody want to do we want to make this a battle? I'm just gonna assume that they're
Well, every 6 seconds or so.
okay.
I
Yeah.
figure one round happened when we were having that
The conversation. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me do another save. Another 11.
No.
They're now they fell on the floor. They're on their butt. It is just, whew, they can't get a second.
I believe you've taken something from my friend.
What? What do you mean?
See, the only problem is I'm not going to drop this until you return what was taken. Healing,
Hey,
if
Nat.
agreed upon to be paid for, is fair. However, taking without any consent beforehand is slightly, well, it's thievery, honestly. You see where it puts us in a slight bind.
And he just cannot handle it. So yes, he puts his hand out where you see on one side, on the outside, the back of his hand is a normal chip. On the inside of his palm, there is a larger piece contraption, and it is a what would be considered a card scanner. And it has been adjusted. So basically the same piece of utility that you would use to, that you would see at the diner where you go up and you swipe your swipe your SIM chip at is on the palm of their hand. And it has been adjusted. There are wires and electronics coming out of it on the sides to make it take without consent. So
Would there be a way that we could tell by looking at that setup if it was set to draw a specific amount or if it just took what it could?
you would have to roll a high intelligence and examine it.
That's
I
not
am
street
going-
legal, right, DM?
What?
That setup's not street legal, right?
No.
No.
Making sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and inspect it for that.
You would have to remove it from his hand. You gonna do that?
Oh,
I'm-
yes.
Yeah, no, he's not keeping it.
Rip it out.
Before you do that, Rick, I'm gonna ask you this once. We can either take off your hand and the attachment to it, or you can just give my money his friend back and buzz off.
My money, his friend back?
Give my friend his money back.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. No. The NPC's like, the guy laughing just, whatever, I need to breathe, I can't breathe. I want to stop it, please.
Drop the spell.
Did you decide how much money to take, or was it pre-programmed?
It's time-based. It goes until I let go. And usually, it's everything on their accessible account.
Rick rolled a 24 to hit.
We got rickrolled?
Yeah.
So what are you doing with that hit? Because that is
with the hilt
more than
of
his
his
AC.
cane sword, he's just ramming it right into the guy's nose.
Oh, it's a broken nose now. It is bloodied, and it is,
We're just
Because
now at this
The
point.
amount of time that he was in contact with me would have been enough to bankrupt a lot of people.
Yeah.
Absolutely it would. Absolutely.
How many people have you just done that to, by the way? And Boston is getting in the position to put him into an armbar, so he'll just snap that arm off if need be.
You're the first. You're the first. I swear.
Do I believe
You're
him?
the
DM?
first. I swear. The what?
Wait till.
Do I believe him? I'm getting him into the Kimura arm grab, which is when you put one arm underneath where the forearm is, and the other one is where the other part is. So the way his arm snaps here and here.
No. Yeah. He's definitely. It's. He knows what you're doing, and it's absolutely just the first. I swear.
Do I believe him, DM?
Did you do an insight?
I'm asking so that way you can give me permission to do an insight check.
Oh. Please do an insight check.
I will if I must. That's a 14 total.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You absolutely believe him. Yes.
So
Pans is panicked. Magic just got thrown at him, and now this dude is gonna break his arm. I don't think he's in the position to lie.
I'm gonna say this right now, Chief. I'm gonna call you Chief. You're gonna give my money his friend back, and then you're going to turn off that system, or are we just gonna turn you over to the authorities?
Here,
He's not
take
gonna-
it. Take it. I take it. And he starts unsnapping. You hear these little, well, as much as he can, because you've got him in a hold. His one arm is hanging up in the air, and the other one is like trying to get a couple of the, with his other hand. And after the first 4 snaps, it starts to hang.
I'll take it off
Yeah.
and just.
Okay.
I guess spin it like this. I don't know what the setup is, but I'll take the wire.
It's a flat disc. It's octagonal shape. There are some wires that are coming out of it. So it's been, there's a soldering evidence. It's obvious. There's no inspection required. And yeah, it looks like something you would find where at any cash register. Any, waitress carries something like that. Theirs are more square shaped, but it's definitely an octagon in the center of it. It's a reader, for sure.
Piss off.
As that is, I would personally suggest either looking for less money, finding another avenue of income, or getting better at sneaking, honestly. You're not very subtle, friend.
Is Rick healed?
Is healed.
What?
His
What
his
do you-
points are all
Yeah. that's-
HP is full.
You
I'm
got
gonna trip this guy as he walks away. Just letting you know.
Right now he's still on the floor, but we will definitely
He's
he will
very
not
wounded
be-
at this point.
he will not he will not see that coming.
This gentleman has been reformed.
Yeah. Stepping away, he's gonna hand the chip to Rick and say, "You got power, man. Don't use it right. Become a doctor. Work at the church. I mean, come on. Like, you got talent. Use it."
No, it's whatever, man. Whatever. The money does get transferred back, or at least it's relinquished back to sender. And he just he gets up, brushes himself off, and trips again over the halfling. Kind of rolls, turns around, looks, just gets up again and starts marching off.
Better they kick him, like trip him instead of kick him when he's down. I get it.
Boston,
What's interesting?
Yeah.
I have a very serious thing. You screwed that up, man. Alright. You missed the chance to call him Chucklehead. Just, like, why could you drop that ball so hard?
The kids around. I don't want to call
Chief.
kids.
Come on.
I'm not gonna say chucklehead if I'm gonna call someone that. I'm gonna call him something that kids, and he's gonna look around to all of the people that are probably surrounding us. Probably should be.
I gotta
I-
learn
There
at
is-
some point.
I am with
There-
Nash on this. That would have been an opportune moment.
It did. When I was in. Did Chuckle become, like, a curse now? Is that.
No. The add-on, not chucklehead. Chuckle.
You
Fudge.
could just stop at
Fudge.
Chuckle. Mr.
I-
Chuckle. Like,
I don't
there's a
have the
variety,
kind of.
you know?
There's a variety. just what came first. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. That's on me.
During this discussion, the medium crowd that had gotten around and recognized the face of the individual that you guys were doing this to has dispersed. Everyone has gone back to their various activities. People are now has returned to throwing tomatoes and dunking people in water and all kinds of activities. There's like a few custom games going on, and people are making sales. The fundraiser is doing well, and it's a big success. The word has gotten out. Of course, an explosion at a church is big news. So just suffice to say that when that news hit mainstream, the following couple hours later, the update with the festival was also huge. Tweeted everywhere, if it was a thing. And so their crowds are starting to get thick, starting to get heavy. Everyone who is within Warwick, who's a generous type, is showing up, and then even people who are from out of Warwick are starting to show up. Nearby cities wanting to help out. And that's only the physical presence.
Have we found out why the explosion happened?
Now we gotta go.
We have theories.
This would be a great opportunity to attack more people.
I'm
That
kind
is
of
not exactly what we did. He came at us first. Also, no physical damage was done to him.
I do believe she's saying the original perpetrators.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about the android. Is it android? What's the right term?
Or people like myself.
Yeah.
Oh, we are automatons or service bots.
I figure bucket of bolts probably isn't the right thing to say.
Well, I assume the intention behind that would be an important distinction.
Yeah, I was, Try to get my ducks in a row.
Who's got the highest passive perception?
Perception 12.
11.
10. Nada.
Super observant.
I got investigation for days, but
Okay.
Okay, never mind. It's actually 12. I misread the wrong. I read the wrong one. 12.
Yes, 12. So, with the hustle and bustle, there are a lot of children going around with parents, but there are also a lot of children going around, period. For one, there's actually a booth that has recently been set up and has a little child sitting behind it. No one else. And it has a little sign. Looks like it's been written by hand, but it's also, being projected. So it's like one of those signature card things where it's like a little messed up. And says,
Is the E going the wrong way?
do what?
Is the E going the wrong way, unironically?
Sure. I was thinking of like when you try to sign your name on one of those electric boxes and it like there's missing points and it just does not look like your signature at the end of it.
Mhm.
That kind of thing. And it says healings for tips.
And this is a child.
This is a child. This is what looks to be, if anyone is good with age, as a 8-year-old.
We should definitely see the clergyman, but is anyone else curious about that?
But the child that can heal?
The child that can heal, as well as the many other little children unaccompanied by adults just kind of wandering.
there's plenty of orphanages around here. They let them come out with some cash and let them hang out. It's a pretty safe
Trap.
town, typically.
Never trust tiny humans. Or
All
things.
Children human.
Looks down at the halfling.
I wasn't gonna.
Short, don't trust them.
She specifically said humans.
Yeah.
So
All the
Humanoids.
children human.
Exactly.
they are human. They are
Okay.
human. But mostly, they match the population of Vorak, so it is mostly human, but also a good number of half elves. Even though that can be kind of questionable, since a half elf child could technically be the height of a human. So, but as for 3-foot individuals, they're mostly human.
Oh my God,
Right.
I don't get it. Or we got healing kids. Are we gonna start kissing babies or something here? What are we doing?
No.
I feel like we had a bomb this morning, and now we've got a festival that we've decided we're just gonna putz around at.
I mean, you're the one that's had 6 things of funnel cake.
You say with a corn dog in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the food is
Funnel
getting
6.
absolutely.
For the record, he has a 1-to-1 rule.
Hmm.
He's coming up every time he buys something. He buys 2. One,
Mhm.
he finds a place to stash. Most of them are going in compartments on Rick, because Nash doesn't have any pockets. He has like a mesh crop top and booty shorts. Basically, there's nothing for him to store food on, so he's gotta give it to other people to store, like a squirrel hiding nuts for the winter.
Nash, we can buy
Rick
you
is just
cannabis.
becoming a refrigerator for Nash. This
So he
this
is
is the
better.
headcanon I now have.
Look,
He's
this
just
is
got open
power
compartment.
fuel, okay?
This is assuming that. Sorry, go ahead.
When we get going, we're gonna need to fuel up, all right? Brains work on power fuel. Bodies work on fuel. All right? If we're gonna take on baddies, we need
Yeah.
to treat ourselves like the baddies we are. You know what I mean?
I carry these. He just pulls a battery out.
I'm gonna look at. Is he
My
bleeding
horn,
battery
my
acid?
drinking horn, just like
Is Rick bleeding acid, or like is anything dripping or anything like that? Because if you're storing food in him and he's not meant to store food, that might be the bad.
It might be the bad.
He's got like his own pockets and stuff, and he's got like a bag. It's like a messenger bag.
Okay, so you're not actually like opening up, like, hold on, just like open up and just like shove a plate of like brownies into like his gears that are just turning in his chest. You don't need a gucked up rib, Rick.
Look, all I'm saying is, we're sort
It's-
of running around doing nothing, and it feels like we should be doing something, you know? Or are we doing something and it feels like nothing?
I mean, I've been
Did
keeping
by the
an eye
man
out for-
who stole from Rick. So there's that. But yes, we do seem to have lost the plot, haven't we?
Go
just a
see.
point of order D. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm gonna.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, let's check out what the little people, humans healing are doing, because it's very suspicious and weird. And they may know some stuff because they're little feats, so they can, sneak around with hear things that people normally can't.
Okay. Nash is gonna approach him. Hey kid, what do you know about bombs?
What?
You
And
hear
want
stuff,
healing?
right?
In amazement.
Do you want healing?
I
I can heal you.
I think I'll pass, but like, what do you know about harvesting mechanical pieces from people?
Looking at Boston and Rick,
I
who have known him the longest, according to Fen.
He's rubbing his temples and pulling out a cigarette and lighting it.
How about this? Are you in a gang?
Nah.
I'm part of a church.
Which church?
Pulls out pamphlets. I just joined it. Hang on. It's Rising Dawn? No.
I'm gonna roll insight on this.
Go for it.
Creed of Dawn.
Creed of Dawn, yeah.
12.
Oh,
So,
he's
like, can I see
definitely
the
telling the
pamphlet?
truth as usual.
That sounds pretty dope.
Really? You want to join?
You know,
Most
I might. It sounds like it's a good time.
It is. It's a lot of fun. We
Dude,
play
are the sermons
games. What?
What are the summons like?
What sermons?
teachings.
Never mind.
They have songs.
What do you discuss in your church?
How to heal people?
Who teaches you?
Are they
Priest.
around?
No.
Where can you show us where the church is so we can visit?
It's that way. And they point down the road, not really pointing at any particular building.
If you take us there, one of my friends here will quadruple your tip thing. Whatever you
I
got
jump
your
in and
job,
I'm just like-
we'll multiply it by
He'll-
six.
He'll
How
give
do
you brownies.
quadruple nothing? I want a brownie.
Wait.
Has no one gone to this little girl? Like,
What?
I thought that's who we were talking to. The one at the
yeah,
table.
has
with the tip
what
jar.
she said, how do you quadruple nothing? Has she not received, has her booth been empty the entire time? Like, have we seen no one really go at it?
Oh.
Yeah, nobody's gone to the table and there's no price. It just says healing for tips. Like, there's no price. There's no, like, set, healing for $1 or healing for whatever. It's just healing for tips.
My curiosity, but how did you learn to heal at such a young age?
The church taught me.
So quickly, you said you just joined.
Oh, yeah, it took like a week.
From any previous knowledge of clergy or anything like that, does a week turnaround for a cleric sound right?
No.
No. Cool. Cool.
Yeah,
We're-
what
we're-
Boston
we're-
did in 2 years.
We'll go with, Boston, he didn't put much effort into becoming a priest, but at the same time, it did take a couple of years for him to get to where he's at. And then, even then, yeah, it's like Marcel got to where he is in a couple of years because he was motivated. It's a week. No. Week sounds
Gotta
bad.
test
Week
this. I take out a knife and cut my arm a little bit and be like, "Can you heal that?"
Ew! Why would you do that? Here, let me heal. And they come up to you, up behind, and they just little feet, and come up, put their hands on you, and you see this glow that comes up from within the child. It's this white that comes up through their skin, and they do the healing. It is a normal healing spell.
I would like
There's-
to run a pain check on that to see whether there is any specific source outside of the child's own connection to the arcane.
A what check on it?
Arcane.
Go for it.
Arcana.
Nash is currently reading the pamphlet he got from the child.
That's a 10 even.
No, you can't tell.
Okay.
Also, is their sign like handmade, painted, carved? What is it?
So the sign is a projector. It's a digital screen that's above the booth, and it's very simple and base. Like there's a little contraption at the end of the table, and it does the projecting thing, and it's the kid's signature or kid's handwriting. The pamphlet that you're
Baldric is
reading.
going to take a little bit of time to like clean up the writing, but then also because he's got like that little mischievous side, he's going to flip it around to where it says "tips for heels" instead of "heels for tips."
Okay. Grammar. Yep. The pamphlet says, Creed of Dawn, a new dawn has begun. I didn't have that written down. Let me think. A new dawn has begun. Join our church. Looking for new priests. Ages 8 and up. Welcome. It's kind of vague, but it's also kind of like, and it has a map on the back.
I was gonna say, is there an address? Because I know we were trying to track something like this place down.
Yeah, there's a map on. It's an old school type of thing where they have the drawn out streets and the names and specifically the names that will get you to where you're going, and it has a little insignia. It looks very similar to Lathander. It's got a sun with 8-point spikes going out, half of the sun, and but no roads, no rivers, and in the center of the sun is a heart. Like a real heart, like a actual
Anatomically correct part.
yes. Not a cutesy little upside down butt.
Hey, Boston.
Yeah,
I think I know where we need to find some more things.
yeah. I'm looking around while I'm talking to him, half listening. But is there anyone keeping an eye on this child that's kind of like in the shadows or anything like that?
No one.
Hey, kid, where's your parents?
They're at home.
Did they also join this Creative New Dawn?
No, but they support me.
Good for them. Good parents.
They sent me. They said I had to go to camp.
Your parents said you had to go to camp?
Yeah.
But they ain't a part of the church?
I know.
Weird.
Did they just say a camp and then you picked this camp, or is there where are you camping?
At the church.
It's time to go to the church, guys.
Was it their idea?
I have been trying to get you into religion, Nash. Now's the time.
I guess, yep. I'm gonna convert. Let's go to the church so I can convert.
We do owe this child a brownie, though.
I want a brownie.
Co-
I have a brownie.
I need. Nash is gonna.
I'll buy you 2.
Just getting stingy with his food.
Can I have a brownie?
Just one. I'll buy you one later.
And Baldric like just
I'll
pulls
take
one
you
of
to
them
the
out.
church.
Fine.
An escort.
Take a brownie.
Yay!
I'm gonna slip the kid a tip as well. Just 1 gig.
How do you slip it to him? You just
Just when I think no one else is looking.
okay. It's on their sleeve. It's part of their shirt. Because anybody under the age of 16 cannot have it inserted in them. So it has to be worn. Yeah, just 1 gig. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And the child grabs Nash's hand, but wraps their fingers around the biggest their thumb, and starts leading. Let's go. And starts leading you and the group down the road. It's about a 15-20 minute walk.
While we're
We still
walking,
have those orbs, don't we?
yeah.
Forgot about those.
Yeah, I'm going to reach out to Father Tobias with my SIM card and give him the
Mhm.
location of this church. And I'm
Okay.
going to tell him down an alleyway, Boston's going to take off his coat and kind of put the orb underneath it and say, one of the security orbs are here. We found it and we are trying to find out any clues, but it looks like there was a booth for your for the Creed of Dawn. We're headed there now. Bring the authorities if you can. I don't know if this is gonna get messy or not.
Message gets sent and is received, but you do not get a notification that it is read.
Don't you just hate when he leaves you unread?
He did it for 3 years. I'm fine.
Anybody else want to do anything while the characters are traversing to this new location?
No, other than keeping an eye on exactly where we're traveling,
Okay.
which doesn't then no good because they've been in this town for like a day.
So you go down the main street for a couple of blocks, and it seems all hunky-dory at first. But as time goes by, the child takes you down a couple of side roads, and it starts to get to an area that isn't nearly as populated, and some of the area seems a little abandoned. Would be a little harsh for this area because it's still neat and clean, but it's definitely like there's a lot of for lease, for sale, renovations, even a small office here that's either still open or just opened, that looks just out of place because there's no other business. And you come upon a church. It is a lot older. It is smaller, and it is kind of it is a business turned church, basically. So it's a business type of model of housing. The walls, the ceiling, the roof, all of it is kind of more structurally a business, less church-like. It is adorned with a sign up front that is all in LED, says Creed of the Dawn. New members welcome.
Oh, I did not expect them to have a neon bright sign in the middle of.
What? Of course they would have a sign.
No one knows about them, so I was rather curious that they actually had a sign.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of new.
I see.
You want to go in?
Most certainly.
Sure.
I'm looking around the area to see if anything is like super off. Like
Roll a
this is a terrorist organization.
Roll an investigation check.
Are individuals like myself allowed in?
Sure. Why not?
That's a 17.
Ooh. Okay. So you notice there are several arcane orbs of the same type that you received from the Church of Lathander.
Mhm.
They are smaller, but there are many more of them.
Mentally, I send to Boston. We are being watched.
They are adorned on the church in certain areas that are, of course, very aesthetically appealing, and corners of rooftops and the front door, and it's very pretty. And they glow kind of that warm yellow glow that is, reminiscent of daylight.
Mhm.
Out during the day, it's not nearly as bright because it's competing with an actual sun, but you can tell it's definitely, especially in the areas that are shaded, is definitely glowing.
It's a bit of a light.
The stairs up to it are old school cement. Nothing too fancy. And then there is the door that seems to be slightly newer. It does look like it's one of those no hands motion sensor to allow anyone in. But it's the windows are tinted. It's a little difficult to see anything inside, and then the shades are drawn, mostly to keep the sun out. It is bright. It is midday. How do you want to proceed?
How does one go about becoming a priest?
Oh, you want to be a priest?
I feel
Probably-
the call.
Oh. I don't know how to do that. They can teach you to heal, though.
How did that would be a good start, I think. Where would that be?
Inside.
Okay. Is there someone I talk to, like a Jeff?
His name's not Jeff, but okay, come on. And they start pulling. Let's go.
Okay.
It's a Jeff. They're following the child.
Send
Come
a
on.
coordinate to Tobias.
So you go inside. This door slides open with your presence, and the room illuminates a little bit brighter as you enter. It is an empty, almost like office area. There's several chairs, coffee table. You'd almost expect a TV in there if that was a thing. And then there's a hallway in off to the side that goes down in the back, and then there's a double door in front of you that's slightly open. You can see pews on either side going into this what looks like a meeting room, and then a screen in the back. And there's no one there.
There's no one there.
No.
Muted.
Tony, you're muted.
I'm great at this. I'm for sure the best. This feels like a timeshare presentation. Are we sure that this is a church?
Yeah, of course. This is where they taught me to heal.
Can we like
Where
sense
is this?
anyone nearby?
You want to sense?
Like, can we feel eyes on us or anything? Like, maybe hear breathing?
I guess that would be a perception.
Oh,
Do a
gosh.
perception check on me.
I'm also rolling, because same.
Nash is going to just be asking the kid more questions. So is not Jeff here? I thought not Jeff was supposed to be here.
Oh, wait, you want it now? You did.
When the spirit calls.
Oh, well, I don't know if they can do it now. I thought you wanted to see the church.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do, but like, I got fire in my bones.
You have to come back for during a sermon.
I thought
Or during when they talk and stuff. That's right. That's a sermon, right?
Yeah, it's a sermon.
Yes.
Good job.
All right.
Funny, by the way.
They
22
do it at
for
night.
perception.
22 for percent. Oh wow. Okay. You don't feel a presence. There's not a. I'm sorry. Hard darkness. What did you roll? I think you said a number.
30-20.
Dirty 20. Good. Okay. So both 20 and 22. Any presence that you would feel would be coming through the orbs. Any type of being observed, being watched would be coming through the orbs that are plentiful. They're small. They're fist size. They are adorned here and there, along the walls, kind of just illuminating the entirety of the whole place. Do a pull up a chart here. Oh, here we go. Functions. Oh, you're not at a computer. Okay. What am I thinking? Anyways. So yeah, it would be through the orbs, and there really isn't any person there. I guess what I was thinking of was more of like, do a tech check, which would be kind of like the equivalent of checking for traps, but not quite traps.
Investigation.
I guess that would be.
That is a 12.
Oh no. Yeah, it's just the orbs.
2.
Fun.
Yeah, they're pretty. They are so pretty. Like, you think they're prettier than the ones that Lathander has. They're just
Really?
super pretty. Super shiny. Super glowy.
Little suns that watch us eternally.
Praise the sun, brother.
So you wanna join the church like when there are people here?
Yeah.
We're here to support
Okay.
you, Nash.
You have to come back later tonight.
It's tonight.
I mean, yeah, they do it in the evening. They say they're busy during the day.
Have you just been in this room or the room's farther down?
I mean, there's a bathroom, but I haven't been to any other rooms. Can you go to the bathroom?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I think I might go to the bathroom.
Okay, come with me. And they like grab your hand and start pulling you down the hallway. And you take a left and then a right. And then there's 3 bathrooms. Men's, women's, and everyone.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
If you want to head back to your booth, we can get a way back if you want.
Oh, I don't mind.
All right.
The
Go
kid
to
take a hit. I'm going up and see if I can get another brownie, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
They run off to the front of the hall and down to the front. Yep. Waiting room.
Mm-hmm. First off, how well decorated are the bathrooms?
Oh, they're what do you expect? They're just plain, like it's kind of nice. But it's not like there's like a little wicker basket holding paper towels or anything like that. Clean, very base. Yeah.
It's gonna ping everyone. Actually, did we set up a group chat as a party yet?
No, I
No?
don't think you did. I don't think you got a general chat. No.
Well, it's gonna ping Rick and Nash then. Hey, I'm at the bathroom. They're pretty mediocre. Thinking I might go a bit of exploring. Make sure they don't get a clean sight of your face. If you guys want to stick around, we can. I'm just curious to see what the hell's going on.
It's Nash will just text back too late. Because
For real.
like Nash just wandered into this place. There's no way that they have not gotten a picture of his face already. Like it's too late.
Yeah.
There, you can pretty much anyone who did a check earlier, 12 or 22 or whatever. Yeah, they probably have a really good idea of what all of you look like.
Fantastic.
Well, let's go down the hallways.
I do not require the assistance of a restroom, but I can certainly look for other rooms that may be of use.
Kid comes running in the front. Can I have another brownie? Please.
Okay.
Yes. Do you have a kitchen?
I think so. They bring out food, so they must.
Oh, okay. Here, you may have this brownie, and I'm going to go borrow your kitchen.
Hey. Kid takes a brownie and goes and sits down in the chair. Very content.
Rick wanders off looking for anything.
Okay. There. It's a base. So going down the hall, taking a right, and then not a left, because that's the bathrooms, straight, you'll find two more rooms. One is another office, and the door is adjacent, is basic office, computer. And then down the hall is the kitchen. It is a, what looks more like a break room, but there is a stove, there is a sink, some cupboards, and if you look into all of that, there's plates and forks and knives and drawers, pots and pans. There's a fridge full of food. Basic necessities to cook meals and such.
Having a fairly good concept of like what it takes to feed groups of people and like what goes into professional cooking, does it look like there's enough stuff here for all the kids that we saw and a full staff, or
No.
does this look incredibly minimalistic?
It looks with enough time and preparation, it could be a good meal for 15. Or snacks for 20. But not not the populace of the church that you're probably expecting or assuming.
So yeah, he's gonna message out to the group. I do not think that this is an actual permanent base of operations.
mean,
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
I was gonna say that I was gonna go sit next to the kid and see if I could get any more information out of him.
I was gonna say the kid did say that they are busy during the day somewhere else, so this could just be like the late night sermon type thing.
Kid's just munching on a brownie.
Pardon, again. What exactly do they teach? Like, what are the belief systems of the church?
Healing. Anybody can get healed.
Just healing? No god that they particularly follow or anything like that?
I don't know. They said it was like Lathander, so I thought maybe it was Lathander.
And we already knew that part.
Mm-hmm. Kind of want to go home.
Fine. Just one more quick question. How did they get in contact with you originally? How did you find the church?
They came up and they talked to me. They found me.
And who were they, if you might
The
describe them?
priests. They're so nice.
Mm-hmm.
They're very nice people. They said my parents signed me up for summer camp thing, and they brought me here.
You seen your parents sent, or are you staying here?
No, I stay here.
Oh no. Cool. Back in character. I see. And about how long ago was that? You said a week, correct?
Gave me the healing. I've been here for a month.
You've been here for a month.
Yeah. Said my parents are really proud of me.
Mm. And are you originally from the city or somewhere else?
I don't know.
What city are we in currently? I can't remember.
So you're in the main. You're actually in the main city of Warwick. So it's Warwick. The largest part of the entire, not largest, but like largest population. So it's a really big area, and like New York, or it's huge.
Did they travel? Did you travel to get here?
Yeah, we did. It was a long trip.
Could you maybe get an idea of how long you traveled?
We went on a hovercraft. Those are fun. I like it. It's smooth. It was very nice inside. They had a lot of treats. It's comfy. I slept. I took a nap. I don't know how long it was.
Oh. All right.
I'm sorry.
No, that's completely fine. I just kind of wanted to get a bit more information before, taking the leap and joining,
Right. They're good people. I like them. They're fun.
Do you perhaps know any of their names? Any of the priests' names?
Let's see. I know priest. Hang on. I don't remember.
Absolutely no rush.
Well, there's John
John,
and Freddie.
Freddie. So priest John and Freddie.
There's Leo.
Leo.
I like Leo and Scully.
Scully.
What? Scully?
Yeah, Scully. I like Scully.
What does Scully do?
Scully has a skull on their shoulder.
Oh, wow. That is
It's
a
a
very
tattoo.
interesting look.
Yeah. They're really nice. I like Scully.
Yeah.
They got more tattoos too.
There's something real cool about that skull, or is it like a regular, like normal skull?
What do you mean? It's a skull.
I don't know.
It's human. It's not like an animal skull.
It doesn't have like a snake around it or like a dragon or something, right? Does it?
No.
So it's just a regular skull?
I think so.
That's very interesting. Those kind of tattoos always fascinate me.
Yeah.
What other? You said he had other tattoos.
Yeah, he's got tattoos on his arms.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They call them sleeves. I don't see any sleeves.
It's like these, right? And Nash has his thunder clouds on each arms in the shape of gorillas.
Yeah. Except he's got like he's got like bones and stuff. There's like they like have a whole body skull. Skeleton, that's what it's called.
Skeleton, all the way down his arm.
Yeah, it's got the head on the shoulder and then the feet go down to the foot or the hand.
Very interesting.
Mm.
Yeah, it's really cool.
All right. Well, I think we have enough information to kind of make a judgment call on coming back tonight. And you said
Leo's
tonight.
bald.
Leo's bald.
Yeah. You would
my-
think with a name that like means lion, he would have a lot of hair, or they would have a lot of hair. I keep calling him he, but that they don't like that.
Oh, they don't like it?
No.
Yeah. That's okay. So Leo's bald, even though he's named after a lion.
Yeah, I think it's funny. And Scully's got skull tattoos.
Billy's got a skull tattoo.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And they're nice to you.
Oh yeah, they're very nice.
Yeah. How do
And
they feel about
John-
new people?
I'm sorry?
How do they feel about new people? Bringing in new people.
They like new people.
They like new people?
Yeah, they want more new people. They want us to tell everyone. Although I don't get very many new people to show up, but I'm working on it. They say I have to work on my presence, or my
Presentation?
that yes.
Well, just so you know, I'm very good at helping with presentation stuff. It's sort of my
Oh.
job.
Really? What do you
It
do?
is. So I go around and find information to help tell other people about it.
Well, you could tell people about the church.
I could. I just need a little bit more information about it to be able to spin it a little bit farther.
Oh. You need all the... Oh. John told me about this. Shoot. I forgot.
What's up?
It's so that I need to give... I have to memorize a speech, or a... I forget what it's called. But...
Your presentation.
Well, no. I mean, yeah, the presentation is cool, but there's a thing that they have us say. I can't remember it every
Right,
time.
Crystal?
Is it like a creed?
Yeah, it's like a prayer. It's like yeah. It's a motto. I forget the motto.
Fine. We can always learn it tonight when we come back. Yeah.
Yeah, they always say at the beginning.
Very interesting. All right.
It makes me feel fuzzy.
Feel fuzzy.
Yeah.
Like physically fuzzy, or happy fuzzy?
Like, and they're like sitting in the chair and just moving around and kind of just twisting their torso and kicking their feet. Like, like I can't sit still. Fuzzy.
So energy.
They say that, yeah, they say it's part of the, they say we get healed when we do it.
Oh.
It almost make me itchy.
Makes you itchy.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
They say it's normal,
Okay.
but I'll show you where I sit.
Okay. Yes, I'd be very interested.
Okay. And kid gets up after, there's crumbs of brownie left where they were sitting, and they get up. They go straight into the room, the double doors with the pews. All the ones in the back seem normal. When you come to the front, there are 2 rows, one on either side. The pews are not made of the same material. The ones in the back are very much wood. The ones in the front, however, are metal. Metal. And the kid runs over to the left side and sits. I sit here, and they're like in the middle of the pew.
I see. Is there a reason that the chair is different?
I don't know. They just said I gotta sit here.
Oh, I see. I'm gonna look around the chair, see if it's like connected to anything.
Okay, do an investigation check.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yes, 15. Oh, I thought it was a 2 for like a hot second there.
Oh no.
Oh, heart attack. Anyway, 15. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So the 2 metal pews, they are long benches. They're made of metal. On the very end, in the hallway, there are lights going down the side, up and down and around. There are let's see, circles where someone would put their butt on the chairs. And then lower, there are round circles where someone would place their feet. And then there's a circle where someone's back would be. And each pew can sit 8 people. These circles are discs with a textured surface. They're a little bumpy and with a slight touch, they feel a little. They feel that there's like a little charge. There's like a little bit of a magnet, that little, tingle in the back of your head that pipes up because of the goosebumps. Those discs are slightly different color. They're kind of orangish, metallic, almost copper tone, but they do kind of blend in seamlessly with the rest of the chair, so it's not protruding. It is just.
Yeah, it's not.
It looks like a nice little design.
Okay, Okay, so they're either sending energy through it or taking energy from it. And whatever is sitting on it. Good. I don't say this out loud.
Okay. Does anybody else see this, or does anybody else do an investigation?
Is anyone else with me?
I feel like Nash is probably with the child. Sure. Because
So you followed into the center of the. Okay.
He just would have done that like awkward follow where you're like, I feel like this is the person who brought me here, so like I don't know what else to do other than shadow them the whole time.
Strangers, and this is the person that invited you.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And so
that introvert parties thing.
Introvert? What are those?
Definitely not. No.
What?
So, walking into that room, you notice the walls are slightly bare. There are several images of sunsets and sunrises. Sunsets being used because they didn't have enough sunrises. The pews, there's the room is full of them, so there's enough to fill a whole congregation. And then up front, of course, there's the not pedestal. Is it pedestal?
Altar?
Yeah, altar. The thing with the microphone and yeah.
Podium?
And then there's a what?
Podium?
Pulpit.
Podium, that thing. Anyways, and then there's a giant brass sun, half of a sun on the curtain that's against the wall behind the podium.
Yeah, I mean, we investigated that little chair thing, right? The odd man out chair. Nash is gonna sort of wander up to the stage, and probably accidentally knock something over on the way up, and just sort of like, I don't know, fumble his way around a bit. So, yeah, we're gonna do an investigation on that sort of stage area.
All right, roll.
Yeah, it's a 13.
Yeah.
14 will get you.
14.
So it's a simple stage. It barely can be considered a stage for someone Nash's size, but there's a one step up onto the stage. There is a sound station to the side where they probably do like music and stuff like that for the sermons and whatnot. There is a off to the other side, like a storage kind of unit where they might have, tools or things for display or who knows what. Do you actually go into it or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good man.
There's bowls. There's a thing of water. There's a robe that's been folded up and tucked underneath. There's little sun ornaments, something that looks like somebody would hold and wave around, maybe a wand or it's just a lot of ritual stuff. The sound is basic setup, a little simpler because it's a little more fancier electronic, and it does get used. It is scratched and dinged up a little bit, but also doesn't look like it's ever been moved. So it might have been there when whoever rented it.
Okay, so recap for me. We got bowls, we got bits of water, we got a robe. ornaments like the sun?
Yep.
And then I missed the thing that doesn't move or hasn't moved. I missed that portion. My brain just went poof.
Sorry, no, the sound station off to the side, where like in old churches it would be an organ and there'd be a little old lady playing it, but this is a little more closer to a DJ thing. But it's definitely something that would project a lot of sound, any kind of music that you wanted to put there. And then for 15 roll, you
13.
could see 13. Oh, yeah, that's what you see. That's what you see.
Good to know.
Nothing suspicious up here.
How fancy is this robe?
It looks to be like what you would find at Lathander. It's not the same design, but it does look quality.
Okay. Let's if we're already, we're already in the room we're not supposed to be in, let's check out what's in that closet.
Just because are you gonna put it on?
There's a like, Nash will hold it up and look at himself, and it's like half Nash's size. But
Yeah.
the thought
Oh no,
is
it's
clearly
it's
there.
Yeah. No, that's all that's in the closet. That's in the storage area. That's what's got all the.
Okay, I understand. All of that was in the storage area. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many of those ornaments are there?
Are you counting?
I approximate. Like, is it like a 10, a 20, a 50? Like, what is
It? If he actually counted, it would be 26. But it just looking at it, it's higher than 10 for sure.
Okay. He's just he'll grab one of them.
Okay. It's a little like it looks like it could be crushed fairly easily, but also it's kind of a solid ornament.
He'll be gentle with it.
It's made of copper.
No crushing on purpose.
It's their first time.
Anybody else want to do any investigation or anything?
Point of order: after he went to the bathroom, Boss would have realized he should have backup and is going to go back into the room and say, "Psst, Granny, hey, yo, Granny."
Yeah.
I'm terrible with names, but you want to see if this place is riddled with weapons or booby trapped?
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
Where do you head?
The same bathroom, the same area towards the bathroom. Just like opening all the doors, and if they don't open, I mean, locks aren't that sturdy.
Great. There's the 3 bathrooms that you saw when you went into the men's. The men's bathroom was fine. Do you go to the other 2?
He's not gonna go to the woman's bathroom. That's impolite.
Tell him to get his butt in there with me. Just walking in.
Are
Do you
dragging you with?
Are you doing an investigation?
Yeah.
Roll.
Do you want to help, or do you want me to help you? Like,
I'll help you,
got
I
it.
think. Ah, shit.
That ain't too shabby for me.
Yeah, I got a 5.
17.
17. It's there's nothing here.
Nothing. All right.
It's a normal bathroom. There's nothing absolutely special about it. There's no orbs, so there's like no one peeking and watching, but it is definitely a regular bathroom.
Are there any like tight spaces or like anything
Ventilation
someone can hide
shafts?
something in? Yeah.
Nope. Nothing in the bathroom.
How good are you with the gun?
With the gun?
With the gun, how good are you with the gun, Renita? Do you not use a firearm?
I use a hammer and my fist.
Okay, fair enough, fair play. I'm just thinking if I come back here later, they might not let us bring weapons into the front door. So, if there's any,
I am
You
a
can
weapon,
bring-
sweetie.
I don't doubt it. Let's keep moving. I don't think they'll keep anything in the everyone bathroom.
I mean, we should still poke our head in.
Why not?
Yeah, there's almost nothing in the everyone bathroom. It's
Oh,
it's even smaller than the other two, and it's just a regular bathroom.
you want to go break and enter in?
Let's do it. I got these tools.
Same, actually.
I think the whole party does.
I do not.
fellow
I'm
Toms,
fairly
it's so good.
certain the law-abiding citizen at this point.
Rev, what is Rick doing after he decided that, it is not a decent enough kitchen for
Yeah, so at that, like, he goes to meet back up with the group, so he goes back to the room that they were all in, and, like, looks around at an empty room.
Yep, there's no one there.
It's like, oh, okay then. Just sits down.
Wait for us to return.
You can probably, if sitting down, you can probably see that there is a half-orc, a child, and a human-looking person in the other main meeting room. Not
Okay,
main,
and at that point, he'll go off towards that room.
Yeah, because the double doors are pretty wide, and they were opened after everyone in. So,
Mhm.
um,
I have returned. This room looks quite lovely. There's a lot of seating in here.
Yeah. Chairs.
full. Everybody comes in. There's always a lot of people anytime we have a.
I'll put it down in quotes. Hang on.
Oh God.
And there you go. Oh my lord, my dog is having an absolute conniption fit behind me.
Oh.
Sorry.
I think
if you're, don't churches normally have lots of places to sit, be
I
seated?
wouldn't know. I've never been to one.
Particularly religious myself. Though some of these shows are very interesting. I do believe we should probably come back later, though, to get a better idea of how the church operates. You know, peek into the sermon tonight. I'm afraid there's not much we can tell beyond that just yet.
Yeah, it's probably good for us to learn more about this place before we join.
See, it's not as strong as suit many of you.
is there something in your eye?
It's wonderment about this place. It's so overwhelming.
An eye wash fountain. Do you want to use it?
I think I got it out. I think the
I was
wonderment is
found-
no longer stuck.
Yeah, it's the what?
The Church of an Eye Wash.
Yes, that.
I mean, it helps. It washes your face.
I
One
suppose,
of the blood
yes.
sacrifices, they just were able to wash the blood out of their
For the blood sacrifices.
You know how when you're at church and you get like the chemical spill in your face and you need to. Is that not
Oh
universal?
yeah, no, everyday occurrence.
When the holy water's too potent, you gotta clean your eyes after.
with more holy water.
Exactly.
Sins are many. Guess that's one way of getting mind bleached. Hard to remember anything beyond that. I see. But yes, I do believe we've probably held you up long enough as well.
Yeah.
What was your name again? Did we ask the child?
My name?
Yes. We never asked the child. Honey,
Don't have a
darling,
name.
you've just been wandering around with a whole bunch of strangers.
It's okay. They say this town is safe and everybody's family.
However, it's probably not a good philosophy to live by while dealing with people who potentially are out of town.
They're not out of town.
Hello, what is your name?
It's Trixie. Yeah.
Hello, Trixie. It is very nice to meet you, and it has been very informative about your church this entire time. I believe we should gather our friends and return later when the priests are here.
Hey.
Absolutely no survival skills. This is in Ben's head whatsoever. Oh my lord.
So are all of you gonna join?
I think we might all be turning up tonight. Yes.
Cool. Then I can take my booth down. They said we each have to bring 5 people. Or 2. And you guys are 5. That's more than 2.
Then you're quite
Well,
the overachiever tonight, aren't you?
I do want to be honest. I'm not quite sure that I have a soul, and would count towards your 2. But you still have twice as many as you need.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was so confused. Like, soul? What is needed for soul? What?
Existential questioning is never too early to start with.
This poor 8-year-old child.
Okay, and at this point, I think we're gonna take a break. It's we're gonna take a break, and we will come back with fresh eyes, fresh mind, and everyone will be
In
focused.
existential
I don't. An existential dread.
soul.
All right, thank you. We will be back in a few minutes. I hope you're ready for the second half of this adventure and find out what the party discovers about this church of children. Apparently.
I'm not gonna lie, it's weirder when you say it like that. It's
It was weird that it was a whole bunch of kids.
Maybe child abductors might be a better way of saying it.
Well, I mean, we didn't see a white van.
That
yet.
it could have been a white hovercraft. We weren't looking.
There's also the fact that this kid said that their parents signed them away.
Right, a month ago.
Yeah, so
But
it's
they
fine.
fooled the kid, though. We don't know if that's true.
That is true, but I don't feel like torturing a child.
I'm
Yet.
not gonna torture a child.
Yet.
That has been like
Speak of
on
brownies,
their
and they'll tell you
most-
everything.
Right?
It's like
We
the
can
opposite of
gently
torture,
torture
whatever
them.
that is.
It turns out
Children's
the party took
Day
a
3.
hard evil turn with child torture on episode 3. Just
Never
And
as
for this,
fancy.
we fade to black.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch that New Adventures and Initiative show? It's all serial killers.
man,
And that
that
was
was
psychotic.
Captain
It's good.
Crunch.
Oh. And with that, we returned to the adventurers, and we who are in the middle of this office/church building. Very small one. It's not gotten them very much. It's got the 3 bathrooms, main room, the waiting room, the kitchen, and that is all our adventurers have found so far. With this child who is
Very easy to bribe.
it's very open with the talking and everything. So what are you all doing?
Maybe like Nash is gonna take a moment to teach this kid about stranger danger.
Yeah.
And so that's just gonna happen in the background, whatever else is going on.
So you pull the child aside and you give him a good talk, throw some jokes, teach him some lessons, and maybe like even like do some scream matching to get him to, scream when somebody's, taking him somewhere or whatnot. Little exercises and bonding, basic.
Adopted a child, episode 3.
Do what?
Have we just adopted a child in episode 3?
I really hope not.
I just got rid of a child. Well, I just got rid of a child.
Nash is not ready to be a dad.
Yeah, and Nash is Boston's child, so I don't know. Boston's not ready to be a grandpa.
Not Rev. Bloodless. What is your Fenra doing now that the child is off to the side?
So after the kid has been distracted sufficiently, Ben's gonna try and figure out if there is some sort of way to get a better idea what exactly these chairs do.
Okay.
Though not very, blatantly, because
Right.
there are still cameras watching us.
Mm-hmm. How do
And,
you do that?
get a thing of whether or not it's, meant to send out energy or more drain it or dual functionality.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Roll an investigation for me.
That's a dirty 20.
30-20?
Dirty 20, yes.
Okay. So the information that Fenra gets, she, by touching, is able to feel the electric, the familiar feel of arcane energy, the feeling of the vibration of magic pulsing through the chairs. They can sense that it goes down into the ground, and it goes into a source from where offsite, presumably. The power is kind of humming, always in kind of like a faucet. It's always there, just waiting to be turned on, waiting to be accessed, and it is pumping. So it is
Coming out.
it will be, yes, it's sending out through the chair. So if Fenra were to touch the circular obelisks on the chair, they would feel the power coming through in that way. But it is just raw power, and at the moment,
Directionless.
idle.
Okay. So there's an ever-present buzz of arcane energy just kind of sitting in these chairs,
Mm-hmm.
meant to be activated at some point by someone, potentially
Okay.
off. Cool. Always fun. I'm going to send, because I still have the mental link with Boston,
We should probably reconvene outside of the church and come back later. Unless you're in the middle of something.
Hey, DM, am I in the middle of something?
You're in the bathroom with a halfling. You
Knocking
tell
on
me.
Taking a cane and tapping. Just
I would say that you found almost nothing of interest. So,
Hey, the reporter wants us to rejoin him. Do you want to stick to our plan? You want to make sure that they got all the fingers?
I think we should reconvene, but let's take our time and find things along the way.
Agreed. He says, going into his bag, grabbing a crowbar.
wait, what?
I have a crowbar.
Oh, reaches in the bag and grabs. Okay.
Yeah, I grabbed
All
my
I heard was
crowbar,
crowbar.
There's only crowbar.
Only crowbar.
Crowbar. Only crowbar.
I agree. Crowbar.
That's all I heard. Rev, what is Rick doing? Oh, Rick is reconvened. What does Rick do in the main room with the rest?
Rick is sort of just like sitting with Nash and like just like going over everything they're seeing, because this is all very new for him as well. He's never seen the inside of a church or anything nearly of this nature.
Technically, they've only seen 2 churches so far, and they are very much the opposite of each other. Even though they both seem to have the same symbols and whatnot.
That's not a huge red flag.
Hey,
Nothing
you know
bad
what?
has ever come out of a church.
You know what they say about copying is the biggest form of flattery.
I think there's a history joke in there somewhere, but we're not going to get into it.
Right. So yeah, what are y'all doing?
Breaking stuff.
Yeah. We're going to go around to the other side where Rick went to. Just, make sure we get all our ground set up.
The kitchen area?
Yeah, we're going to take the long way around, though, see if there's any doors that can be opened respectfully.
Oh, there's no long way around. There's just that one hall.
That one hall.
Yeah. It just turns right, goes to the bathroom, and then and of course, turns right and then left for the bathroom. Turns right and then straight for the kitchen. Between the bathrooms and the kitchen is the one office. So,
No.
do you go into the
room
office?
Closet. Yeah.
If there are, they're in the kitchen. Yeah, room closet in the kitchen. So, which one is it?
If we're going
Office.
back... Yeah, we're going to the office, but if we're going back the way we came, I'm hiding the crowbar from the group.
Okay. So, coming out of the bathroom, you make a hard left to go to the office. And it looks fine. There's a computer. There's keyboard. It's do an investigation check.
Oh gosh.
Or 3. Oh my
2,
goodness.
1.
Still
Blast off.
trying to find a d20. Okay, I found one. 18. I got an 18.
Nice. Okay. Ramita, from your height, you can see under the table very easily. There's a monitor on the desk. There's a keypad. There's a mouse. but there are no wires, and what seems to be no computer. The wall cabinet behind the computer desk that has like is an area for storage for files and stuff like that. Looks, there's a shelf in the middle that could have like photos or ornaments or stuff that people might put if they're working from that desk, but there's nothing there. And there's no orbs in here either.
So, Boston.
Yeah.
That computer's not attached to anything. Well, that screen, I guess. There's no computer. There's nothing here.
Is looking on the ground, is the floor carpet or like hardwood?
The floor is carpet. The whole area is carpet.
All
It's
right.
that office carpet. It's
the
really
good stuff.
flat and yeah.
Hasn't been changed in 30 years. It definitely has stains that never can get out.
Yep. In fact, with this new information that your partner has given you, you realize it's very much similar to what you have set up. It's very basic.
At least they got good taste.
What
Can-
taste?
When you're on a budget, you're on a budget. Can I move the desk?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to see if
It moves.
It moves. Okay.
Yeah, it moves. Your strength, your basic strength is fine. You don't need to do a check. There's nothing like there's some spots in the floor where the chair, the desk, feet were. But that's it. This room is not used. At least not what it was intended for. If that's but yeah, it's there's no computer. And there's no wireless any ports of any kind.
I mean, I'd say we should try to see if we can tear down a wall or see some sort of like switch or just pull up the carpet real quick, but how loud do we really want to get?
We can get loud later when people are making their own noise.
Yeah.
We just have to go to the bathroom.
Sure.
Or do we even have to leave the bathroom?
True. Is there, so this room doesn't have any sign that it's inhabited at all, like it's just like some basic stuff, but no.
Right, yep.
I put the desk back where it was in the chair and all the stuff on top of it.
Okay.
Maybe the journalists got some hoodoo voodoo, whatever, to see if there's anything in here that might be a bit bizarre.
That would make more sense. They could probably sense more stuff than our eyes can see.
Yeah. I gotta get one of those infrared readers. But it's a pretty penny, so.
I can't see as it is, so I see perfectly.
I mean, you saw that there's nothing on here.
because I'm short.
Don't belittle yourself. That's my job. And he'll like tap her on the shoulder. All right.
Back
Wanna
to
head
the
back?
main group. What are y'all doing?
Trying to interact with the child at this point, and more trying to distract, and because honestly, I'm at the point where we've probably gotten all the information we can out of this kid.
Are we working our way outside at this point?
Was going to,
Okay.
waiting for the other two to show back up.
Okay. So the three of you, Nash, or the four of you, Nash, Rick, and Fenra, and little child, whose name I forgot already, Trixie, makes their way to the waiting room, waiting for Boston and Granny to show up. And do you guys reconvene and information is exchanged? And do you have a new objective, or are we leaving this place?
Side would be a good place to discuss further.
Yeah, let's head back to the fair.
Yeah, fair. It was fun.
Yeah, let's get her.
I like seeing all the people. They're all so cool. And you guys make your way back. Fair is still going. Still going strong, and if not even stronger. There are seemingly less children in the area. If there are children, they're definitely accompanied by parents.
I grab the orb again with my coat, by the way, DM. It's not
Okay.
in some alley somewhere. I pick it back up.
You pick it back up. Okay. Kid's like, okay. I like you guys. Nice to meet you. I'll see you later.
Indeed,
And-
tonight.
Goodbye, small one.
And they disappear into the crowd.
Do we follow him?
Probably.
I mean, we could, but if they find out that she's being followed, it might be the end. So,
Yeah.
True.
It's
They head
worrying
in the
that they
direction-
have a lot of information about us snooping around their church, quote unquote.
Right, there were cameras, but I mean, we're looking to join.
yeah. I mean, I think that's the
Boston,
worst thing that-
you received 2 messages.
Mhm.
Or 2 notifications. One, there is a new bounty set on a Mr. Baldric Ashton. And then there is a message from Tobias.
Hey, Rick,
Yes.
got a new one of your mug, and I'll send him the image of his new new wanted poster.
Hey, look. They're using one of my more recent photographs.
Yeah. Is this of his new identity that he's came for himself, or is this the old one that he got rid of yesterday?
It's the old name and old SIM chip.
So, yeah. Still might be a bit of a problem, though. I don't know how many cowboys live around here, but, I mean, with a mug like yours, you're easy to recognize.
Yeah.
Also, the hat. I like the hat.
Thank you. I am quite attached to the styling. But I do agree. It would probably be best if I, at some point, make some adjustments to my appearance.
Yeah, speaking of which, because there's so many cameras, do we want to just go to one of the local thrifts and swap out our outfits a little bit?
I have alternative means to change my appearance, though regular clothes probably wouldn't be the worst to
Yeah,
procure.
and Nash, I don't know how many people can survive seeing that much of your thigh, for the record.
For the record, I've gotten compliments.
And at this point, you hear,
Another satisfied customer.
Yeah, I'm just saying you should charge if you're gonna have people staring.
I, for one, will not get rid of my jacket. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Fair enough. I'm just spitballing right now.
Look, I could use some new digs. These are a little dated.
Some thigh highs might work.
Nah, too constricting. Need the range of movement.
Maybe just some like thigh-high socks.
Yeah, it restricts my knees.
Sure.
Sure.
Have you seen? It's a territorial outfit. Have you heard of a kilt?
I'm gonna go with no because I don't know where the fantasy territorial line for kilt is, and I really want to hear you explain a kilt to him.
It is a looser flowing garment that I do believe was historically worn by tribal groups, such as the orcs of old, as I understand.
That sounds dope. Can we get one of them, Boston?
If we can find one at one of the Goodwills around here, maybe. Well, if not, I'm sure we could get someone private tailoring it, but it might cost a pretty penny. A pretty penny, sorry.
Let's do a group roll of intelligence check to see who was paying attention to shops as they were walking by earlier.
Oh gosh.
A group intelligence roll, sure. That is a 9.
That is a natural 20, which with my intelligence is a 20.
19.
Uh-oh, the other two are silent.
11. I was waiting because I didn't know if Fen was going to go first.
I saw the last one.
What?
Oh, it doesn't matter what my modifier is. I got a 1.
Oh no.
I was very distracted by this child.
Very
you
distracted.
Balance out. It's okay.
There was a Xena.
This child has you very distraught and very disturbed, and yeah. So
and literally right after we talked to the priest and mentioning the Creed of the Dawn, this child's like, "Yeah, no, I just joined them."
And this is when Fenra's brain goes blue screen, 404 error.
Follow the child.
So the rest of the group will have noticed that there was at least one type of Goodwill store, and then a costume shop, and then a regular clothing store. Thrift store or clothing a couple of clothing stores actually. Some really nice fancy ones that are kind of seem local. The prices are high, but they're also presumably well quality made, kind of like a leathersmith selling their own boots and stuff. So boutiques, I guess, is the word I was going for. And then a Goodwill type place, thrift, and then a costume place. Something you might get like Ren Fair stuff from. So we'll say 5 in total.
I, for one, would go for the costume place, because I might be able to find something that I could put over my jacket / armor.
Like a cloak?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or would that...
Go ahead.
Would that stand out?
I mean, I'm probably just going to grab a dust and a hat. You can wear whatever you want. There are strange places in this world. You can wear whatever you want. If someone's going to judge you for it, break a kneecap, you know?
I mean,
That is an option, yes.
I
like that option.
To judge, sweetheart.
I mean, when I used to have to avoid cameras, costume shops were the best place to be, I think. But they're expensive.
Nash.
Oh.
I'll cover you. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, as I am in part responsible for this need, I could also help cover this.
I'm not exactly broke either, so...
He's worth his weight in bites, Granny. Probably a bit more, too.
Definitely a lot more than me, but I'm not, like... I kind of just collected money throughout the years.
Yeah.
So you head to the thrift shop. Or no, the costume shop.
Heck yeah.
The
Okay.
thrifting costume shop.
When you get inside the costume shop, it is adorned with so much. There's everything everywhere. First off, the carpet is a nice lush purple. It's not like the office carpet. It's actually got some cushion to it. There is a sign that says, please wipe your feet. And there's an area where people can even remove their shoes if they feel so inclined. And you can just wipe your feet off on the little area as you walk in. Those doors slide open. There is the walls are a royal purple with some white curvature design, kind of wispy spirals, a giant spiral across all 4 of the walls going around with adorned smaller ones inside. Some accents that are silver and sparkly, very much like air elemental type of wisps. And there is a curtain in the back. It is purple. There is a door to the right. It is wooden. Looks like an old-fashioned door. There are racks and racks of things. There are shelves. There are up on the far walls. There's shelves near the ceiling with mannequin heads and wigs and hats. There are racks of dresses and fancy lacy things and things made of tulle and rich velvety things. There's a men's section, there's a women's section, there's a non-gendered section. There are small racks for small people, there are tall racks for huge. It is all over the place and it looks so crowded, but it's well organized.
It's a lot of purple.
And out comes this woman. She is half orc, and she has purple on her. She's wearing a sundress. That is a white sundress with violets up and down all around it. And her hair is put up in a nice little bun, and she has a nice little silver grayish tinge color to her skin, and the tusks are just slightly offside. It kind of accents her smile when she smiles and looks at you and greets and says, "Hello, everyone. Welcome to my little shop." She comes forward and she's got these nice little claw heels that are purple and a pearl necklace. What can I do for you?
We're here because we have an event this evening, and none of us thought to bring with us clothes that would be more appropriate for a church gathering as such. I am a bit overdressed, and some of my companions are a bit under. We were wondering if you could help outfit us better for this.
Oh, absolutely, darling. I would love to help you with that. A church sermon. I love it. And this is no better place to do it at. Lathander is right across. It's the Lathander one, I assume, of course. But they are a wonderful church, and they were so helpful in helping me get my little boutique set up. They're so generous, and I will give you all a 10% off discount for being members of the church. It is so wonderful to see new members.
That's very sweet. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So, what can we get started with?
I need to look older. Like cane, shawl, skirt.
Oh, my dear, you don't want to do that. We want to make you nice and classy. Just fix you up. So, what we can do, and she comes over to this little rack that's basically up to her mid-thigh. It is not labeled anything, and you can tell that it's a mix of children and adult clothes. It does cater to, it looks like gnomes, halflings, and human children. Anybody of that size, basically. And she pulls out a little suit. Like, how about this? And it's a very feminine suit. The jacket has a little bit of a indent? No, not an indent. It comes down to the waist and then comes back out as like a little skirt, and then it has pants.
I just want to keep my jacket on, but I want to cover it and not be wearing my leather full-clad, like, biker-looking outfit.
Okay. Let me think. She puts that back up, and so you want something to cover your leather jacket. I'm gonna have to think about that. What the rest are you doing?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, sweetheart.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lavender.
A pleasure,
you
Miss
are?
Lavender. Jones.
Jones, nice to meet you.
Charmed.
Well, I'm gonna go in the back and see what I've got for covering a leather jacket. Feel free to browse, and I will be right back. He disappears
You all right,
behind
Nash?
the curtain.
Yeah,
You got quiet, I'm just concerned.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
We need to find your kilt.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about Lavender.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Exceedingly bubbly.
Look. I know I've not been out for long, but like, dude, nah.
What, too much?
Chill in the vibe, all right?
Fair enough, big guy.
It's something that just happens, you know?
I'm actually gonna text Tony real quick because that's something we actually haven't discussed before. But fair enough. I just
Secrets.
Secrets, no, it's fine. Secret discussions are happening behind closed doors. It's good.
Okay. So if anybody is looking for anything specific, you'll find some kind of variation of it. The kilts, yes, you find them. There are many kilts, many different colors, green, blue, yellow, have your pick. Anybody looking at
to start like doing research on how exactly the kilts were supposed to be worn to try and assist because they're not changing their clothes.
I mean, we all could go in kilts.
We all could indeed go in kilts.
That would be kilter.
Are we going in kilts? Is this going to be the flavor of our entanglement?
Look, if y'all want to show off the thunder as well, like, let's go.
I do not have much thunder to show. I am very much a words person.
What about lightning? That's why we go sleeveless.
I have literal lightning, if that helps.
It's not the same. It's not the same at all.
Okay.
I mean, you got probably lightning quick tongue then.
Oh my.
Suppose.
What?
Oh, I just realized exactly how that sounded.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good.
Anyhow.
So kilts. I mean, traditionally they are worn in they'll kind of like pop their wrist up and have like a scream be able to like be seen by everyone. And they've been like researching how kilts are done.
And I got a question for
They
you.
are that loser friend, okay?
Yeah. And I got a very fair question for you. Have you ever just winged something? Like, just gone with the flow, see what happens.
No, it's. That sounds like entirely too much left up to whim.
Well, you got your skills, right?
I do, and they are good for research and other such things, getting me into places that usually are not allowed.
Right, and we're
However,
in a place that we're really not allowed. You only can plan so much before things get complicated. If you have 1,000 plans and one thing goes wrong, they all go down like a bunch of dominoes, right?
Everybody has a plan before they get punched in the face.
And trust me, I've been punched a lot.
I mean,
The gentleman we met earlier certainly had plans before he got punched.
That is very true.
Yes. Well, we see how well that went for him.
I'm just saying,
Right.
it's good to plan, but not always. Over planning can be just as dangerous as no plan.
That is fair, I suppose.
Boston, you receive a message.
All right. Yes, from Tobias. I apologize. We meant to go over that earlier, but then we met a Lavender. It's fine.
Well, it's the second message now because you didn't respond to the first one.
Mhm.
Would you like to read them both?
Yes.
The first one, Tobias is responding to the message about the. Hang on, my short-term memory. You told him about the location of the orbs
Yes.
and location of the church. He responds, "Thank you. This is helpful. Not sure we can do anything if they have established communion rites, which would be basically be the essential of like a restaurant business operation certificate." And then the second one going, "Do you still have the orbs?"
I sent a thumbs up emoji replying to specifically to the second comment.
Okay. You see the notes typing, and he sends you a reply. "Please bring them as soon as possible. I wish to go over them."
No response.
You relay this to the others. Okay.
Boston's not getting a kilt yet, but he's definitely looking for their biggest coat.
Lavender comes out. "My dear, I have something just for you," and she's looking straight at Rima. "This is perfect, both for church and I'll go over all of your clothes. It is a long cloak that goes straight down. If you are looking at the Discord, it is in the chat. And then she also has a hat that goes with it, and it can go straight over. It is kind of stiff. As she's moving it around, it just doesn't have any flow to it whatsoever, but it is her size, and it can go just right around everything."
I love it.
The hat is, of course, also oversized, covering not just the head, but also the face. It is a very ritualistic type of clothing, very appropriate for a churchgoer.
Perfect. I'll take it.
All right, my dear. I will ring you up at the register. Is there anything else any of you would like?
I think we want like 4 kilts. Is that?
I'm hesitant on the kilt. I got what is the biggest and coat with the most pockets you got? That kind of matches my aesthetic.
I would say, let me, so I'm going to go above table at this point, and refer to you guys to my Pinterest page.
No.
Yeah, because this is where a lot of the clothing is going to be influenced, and this is what's going to be in this I'm going to put the link in the chat that the players are aware. If you scroll down, because the very first part is just the location and how elegant it is. But if you scroll down, there is clothing and costuming. This would be what is in the shop. It's very fancy, very elegant, and it seems overdressed, but in the area that you're at, the crowd that you saw at the festival, there are a lot of people who are wearing a lot of these clothing. Some of them are dressed down. Maybe if there's one that's wearing something that's covers a lot, maybe they're wearing a little bit less because of the heat. That sort of thing. This is kind of a common outfit for this area, for especially being in public. And then, of course, if they're representing a church, they're definitely wearing something like this. But obviously, this is not, what everyone is wearing. It's just what the citizens and the churchgoers are wearing. Travelers have their own, merchants have their own type of style. But I think this one would be something that would fit what your description is, and that is in the chat. It's an oversized coat. It's kind of it's got the old style samurai Japanese pants. I forget what they're called.
Feels very like what's it, the Matrix? The codes that they're wearing at the end of Matrix 1 when they have heavy assault on that building.
That, and there's also can't remember. Oh, and I forgot. I'm not gonna even mention it. Yeah, very much so.
Perfect. Question: are there any sort of like pockets within it or things like that to hide?
Oh yeah, there's going to be in that jacket. There's going to be at least there's definitely the 2 obvious ones on the front. There's going to be 2 on the inside next to those 2, and then there's going to be a breast pocket. So that's at least 5, and then you've got the pants that have 2 pockets in the front and probably at least 1 pocket in the back.
This will be perfect. Thank you.
Sure, absolutely. And is everyone else getting killed?
Rick actually has already pulled out this very slim and sleek replacement for his suit. That's still very much within his style, but
see that is very awesome.
Less ostentatious.
You did this.
So,
I thought you were gonna say pencil skirt. I was like, why is he grabbing a pencil skirt? I mean, go for it. But
he's in a professional mini.
Nice.
So you've got this very sleek. I don't know. It's not tunic. I don't know how to. But yes, a very
it's a jacket and slacks.
Formal, jacket and slacks that is not a trench coat. Not a trench coat. Names, clothing. No, he was wearing a suit and tie with a tail. Yeah, a coat and tails. Coattails. So this is a little bit more updated, modern version of basically the same thing. it's just there's no shirt or necktie.
From a butler to a bond.
Kind of, yes.
Go.
Anybody else have a choice of clothing that they want for their character?
Ben is probably not gonna veer towards the kill
Okay.
because
So
of
close to all of us, and now it's just me.
I will buy a kilt with.
We will probably buy a kill. However, I have idea, and this is place where I can buy idea. So I do the thing. So basically, they find these like neutral tone drop crotch harem pants.
Yes.
To go with this kind of like sheer business looking shirt, like it's buttoned up and all that stuff, but it's sheer.
Huh?
And they're just gonna kind of throw that over top of the shirt they already kind of have on, which is kind of like below their loose, like flowing cotton kind of base jacket. Is
Okay.
this like skin tight kind of bodysuit looking thing, basically, that has like designs in it that allude back to their home.
Okay, nice. So shirt and pants to cover what they are currently going with. And so that would be 3 out of the 5.
I think they'll actually probably, because it looks like hair coverings is kind of not super common, but common enough, get like some kind of thing to throw over their head.
Yeah, absolutely. The head covering is actually, or the hair covering is much more common here than in most other places for any and all. Yeah.
That's what they'll do.
Boston, Nash, we
Yeah.
go in kilts or
Hell yeah.
But Nash wants a kilt, but the top of it is not going to be. So one, it's not going to be like a tartan plaid kilt. We've gone cyberpunk, so let's really get flashy with it, right? I think it's made of that sort of like shiny holographic style material. So
Okay.
it's like slightly reflective and has a bunch of different colors in it.
nice. Okay.
And then on the top of it, there actually is a sort of like a sleeveless tunic that has folds, right? Sort of like that. I actually found it on your Pinterest, but I do not know how to describe it because I have 0 fashion words.
Well, show me
Paste it
which.
into the chat.
Paste it in the chat. I'll try and help.
I cannot open the chat because it would affect the stream. So I will
Right.
send
That
it
is
a
true.
different
Okay.
way.
Pop it in. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I want this outfit in real life.
Right?
Yeah.
Some of them are really nice. Yeah.
So
Oh, that thing. So it's kind of like a more like a monk's garb kind of thing.
yes,
Yes.
with the high collar. Like I said,
Yeah.
So it is
top of the kilt.
It's like a shawl, a wraparound, but it is large and
In
It-
charge.
He's gonna try to find one that is just the shirt portion of that, if he can. That's the goal.
yeah,
Something like
absolutely.
that.
There's
The guns are out, right?
Mhm.
And there's full range of movement, but it's a little bit more concealing.
and then there's the kilt underneath. Absolutely, that is definitely a thing. And
I love
Boston.
this.
Yeah. I'll get a kilt. But just black.
Black kilts. Okay.
Black kilt.
And anything on different on top?
I mean, the duster's pretty good if you can get actually, or the jacket would be good, but if it could have a hood, that'd be even better.
So
Okay.
wait. Tell this, like, re-roll this back for me. You got a long duster with a kilt underneath it.
And a hood.
And
And a hood. This feels
Yes.
like a flasher outfit. That's what this feels like to me in this exact moment.
not
The
the
entire
plan.
outfit is about quick access to any part of the body.
Oh my. Oh
Not the
my.
plan. Not plan B.
Oh jeez.
As we go to this church of children, I just want to know you'll be put on lists.
Also, the cover coming into the shop was, "Hey, we need some church outfits."
True.
Yeah, and you're the only one who's got kind of something that's like.
We're definitely going to a cult.
Okay, so let me get that.
And point of order, Boston will be wearing something underneath the kilt because he is known to kick in while he's fighting, and he doesn't.
Okay, so you're wearing booty shorts underneath,
Sure.
or regular
Let's
shorts.
go.
Booty shorts or bust.
Just gonna write that down real quick as a.
Look, all I'm saying is, Boston, I mean, like, to be honest with you, you could use something with a little compression and lift. You know, really, it'd do good.
How old do you think I am, man? How do you think I am, guy? Like,
I could actually tailor something to help support everything.
Look, all I'm saying is, walking with you, man, your cheeks aren't smiling. You know what I mean? Like,
motherfucker, I work out as much as you do, if not more.
And it's certainly
God.
one of
It's getting so much worse, and I love it.
You're like 10 years younger than me. What the fuck? Maybe.
Okay, so Lavender, with everything that you all have selected, Lavender as standing before you, and she has her tablet out, and she is putting together all the costs of everything. And then she looks at you and goes, "Okay, that will be 200K."
Certainly. I just had one other question. Could you tell us of a lovely place where we could also stay? This trip was a bit of a surprise, and if you could do that, I would happily throw in a little extra for you.
I would definitely help. Yes, I understand. So you were staying at the chapel when it was attacked. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But you know what? I know there's several places that have opened up their doors to everyone who has lost their residence there. So let's see. There is the motel down the street. They're a 3-star, but you know it's what's here. And then there is the 5-star one that is a little bit further, but it's so nice. Have you been there? You probably haven't been there yet. So it's
Not yet, but we are traveling from Luhal, so I think that might fit our needs.
Oh my goodness, yes, of course, definitely. So, and then she gives you a GPS coordinate to show you where it is on the map, and it is it's in the opposite direction of where you came from, of where the church is located, and it's another 20 minutes walk. But yeah, it's not, and it is a pricey place. It is, if you're looking at the website, it will be 1 megabyte a night.
Okay. And with that, he pays an extra 100 kilos.
Okay. So you give her 300 kilo?
Mm.
Okay. All right, so you all have new clothes. and she bids you good day. Thank you for coming. Tell your friends about me, and enjoy the church sermon. Yay.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you. I think I will get baptized.
Absolutely, how fun. And she kind of retires into the back area.
My.
Really?
So, she just got her money and left?
Oh, she's in the back. Like, you can
Oh.
kind of see her still, but she's, like, doing other stuff, trying to busy herself.
The working woman, yo.
Yeah.
She's running a business, gosh. She works
Are we
hard.
staying at the fancy place, or are we gonna try to find a place closer to the church people? Anyone?
I'm sorry. I'm still stammering about. What, Nash? Why are you looking at my ass? First of all.
We were roommates.
For like 3 days.
That's what good roommates do, all right?
Oh, but do they? Anyway,
I don't have an ass.
This is true. You do not.
You wear pants.
I have
uh,
just joints at the hip.
I
right.
think
We're
you're married
losing
to
thought.
attachments to that, though.
But-
So we should probably figure out when exactly this thing is. Other than evening, we don't really have an idea. Also, we need to figure out what's on the balls because we keep forgetting about those.
Yeah.
Completely.
I actually need to take a nap. I'm pretty tired. I mean, we're probably gonna be up all night if this thing goes as south as I hope it does.
I'm hoping it goes south too.
Yeah,
We're hoping for things to go south.
I mean, if things go well, either we got converted or the cop showed up before we could have fun. It's one or the other.
In this
rather
group, things do tend to work better when they don't.
Good to know. Let chaos rule the day, I suppose.
Organized chaos is the same thing as a well-boiled plan.
Is it though?
Is it organized though?
I mean, we're a collective unit, so it's somewhat organized.
Debatable.
Organization is a specialty of mine.
That is very true.
That
I
makes
am
one of us.
chaos.
Yeah, don't look at the sock drawer.
I was unaware that you had socks.
Now you guys.
I fucking love you, asshole.
We are so much fun. Absolutely no chaos
Been
here.
such a
What?
problem. Anyway, look,
We are children.
I'm saying it's a pile of socks. You just grab one sock, maybe two socks, maybe three socks if you're feeling frisky. You know, like, you're good.
What do
I
you need
wanna
a third sock for? Is that
Go!
for your tail?
Shoving it down people's throats, obviously.
Oh my.
Make
That
sure
was
they're
a-
dirty first.
Oh, Miss Ramita, terrifying for your small size.
I fight. I like fighting.
Let's go
Noted.
see Father Tobias.
Send you first into the fray.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
To Tobias.
So, have you chosen a hotel?
No, I think we're gonna kind of put that off until after we figure out things with the clergy.
Okay.
I mean, I think if we need to pick
Um,
a hotel, we go with the fancier one, right? Like,
Yeah, I choose the fancier one. We'll get a better night's sleep. Or
Rick is paying for everything.
If he
Granny
likes
will
doing it,
help.
makes him.
They just kind of
It
look
allows me
over
to
at
feel
Rick.
helpful.
I see. If you ever need any assistance, I am more than willing to add my money in.
I tried that once.
Uh,
He kind of laughed at me.
I see.
point, I just like scooch over towards him and just like show him my bank.
Oh, yes. That is quite cute.
Terrified. Let's go.
Which, to be fair, she's not poor.
I mean,
She's
It's just
no
like it's like Bezos looking into like a rock star's bank account. It's like, oh yeah, that person is rich.
But terrifying. Let's go.
yeah, bias.
Oh.
So,
Hmm?
what does the group do?
We're heading over to Tobias, I believe, to
Okay.
try and find them.
All right, sweet. You head back over to the Church of Lathander. There is a tent set up in front. It looks to be a operations type of tent. It is the kind of canvas tent that we see for like outdoor events and maybe a wedding reception or whatever. It's all white and it's got the peaks and it's got 3 walls, and then the front entrance is kind of open to whoever wants to come in and out. There are people who are receiving healings, being attended to. There are tables and others are discussing things. And you see Tobias in there with Marcel standing right next to him.
Father, good to see you. Myself.
You just got
Hello.
very quiet on mine. Why is it so quiet on mine?
I agree.
That might have just been me he's trying to be respectful.
Mm.
Father Tobias. Myself.
Marcel just smiles and nods. A knowing smile. Tobias looks at him. Oh, good, Boston. The orbs, please. We were looking for those.
Yeah. And I'll pull him out and hand him to him.
Okay. He places them on a little supportive stage, I guess you could say, a little stage for them. And they hover up, light up again, only this time they turn a green color. And he begins the processing of it. And he says, "This is going to take a few, but I can give you the information as soon as it's done."
Would be most helpful, especially seeing as you mentioned and I look around to see if there's like a lot of people close by or if we can find like someplace quiet to go.
There's not really, because this is in front of the church, and the church area, when you're going up to it, the steps get wide and the area just opens up, and there's almost nothing next to the church except, forest area.
Yeah.
So it is kind of in its own little thing. This tent is It's not crowded per se. There's like 12 people in it. It could easily house like a reception or a wedding. So it's not too terribly crowded. It's just there are people there. But they are of the church. They are all wearing the same garb, the white
Okay,
robes.
so they're all.
With the long white sleeves, and then the gold going down the center as the ribbons. It is about noon. A lot of people are off also going to have lunch and whatnot.
That group you had mentioned earlier, and they're gonna drop their voice. We have found some rather disturbing evidence that they are active here. Rather closely.
Yes, I did receive the text. This group is only fairly known in the area as this new church. The information I gave you earlier is private. We have suspected that they had connections, but we have not had any evidence until now.
Yes, well, they have a rather alarming collection of children.
Interesting. We'll have to investigate this at once.
Boston's gonna just lie down on the ground in the spot and say, "Yeah, we're heading there tonight."
If
My
we
goodness. Okay.
potentially have a place to settle for a small rest, if you know of any, or
There are some local housing. Some people have opened their doors to members of our church. So Marcel can take you to one of them.
I mean, we have some of the housing, but we also got a place that might be a bit closer to where we're trying to go. Don't want to take off your don't want your man being too far away from me. He might get lost.
Marcel glares at you. Tobias says, I do need Marcel. He is an absolute asset to these operations. You're right. So here are the I assume you're talking about the
hotel that we had discovered.
Yeah. I don't have a name for it, but the hotel that was the 3-star.
Motel, Holiday Inn, what?
Oh, a room 6 even.
Let's
right.
go.
Yep. So he gives you the information for that one, and you're able to book a couple of rooms. For that, the price would be half a meg per room per night.
I think me and Nash will find a share room. Unless he doesn't want to, and then...
Yeah.
I mean...
So is that 5 rooms, 4 rooms?
If everyone else is getting their own room, I mean, I'd like my own room for the first time in years.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5 rooms. That would be 2.5 meg for at least one night. Rick, go ahead and take that out for now. And that'll be the price you pay per night. If you're wanting to stay later. But I think we're gonna wrap it up there. Thank you all. And do we want to do socials and reviews?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let's do a quick recap of each person's characters, ideas, thoughts, and any socials that you might want others to be aware of. Let's start with Brett.
I'm just Brett or the Cloak DM literally everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. And Boston is interested to see what this place has to hold, but if they're, as our good friend Fenn said, kidnapping children or church of children, I mean, he's not above punching a kid, but he's probably not going to feel too good about it later. Probably. Depends on the child.
Oh no. Tony, would you like to
Get the child.
go next?
Oh no.
Yeah, so you can find me mostly on TikTok as Tony Will Edit. And then as for Nash, Nash is a little antsy. I mean, there's been a lot going on, and a lot of it's been very like cerebral, right? It's not been a lot of like things he can physically work with, and so he is very interested in getting something that he can finally put his hands on.
Mm-hmm. Darkness, would you like to tell us what your character is thinking?
Rim is kind of secretly really mad. Being a mother herself, she's seeing all these children just being taken away from families, and like Rim trained all her kids and raised them, so she's mad that they're away and just given to a church and they don't even see their family. And she's also ready to get her hands on something physical and beat someone up for taking these children away.
Rev, what is Rick thinking?
Yeah, so we definitely saw some of the first vestiges of Rick getting angry tonight. The mugger was one example of that. And I think that as things progress at this church, we'll probably see some more of that.
Very interesting. Very good. Your socials, do you have some?
Yeah, you can find me as Sanguine Rev or Sanguine Reverend, either one of those, on TikTok mostly, and branching out to other things in time.
And Bloodlust King, your character, please.
Yeah, Fenrana's kind of up in the air about a couple of different things. The church potentially is a very, very powerful force of evil. But also, her companions are terrifying her. Them. Sorry. I just misgendered my own character. Let's go.
I've done that, actually. So you're
I feel so bad. My baby.
I'm going to need you to respect their pronouns.
I am the worst. My own child.
I've done that with NPCs. So, you're good.
But yeah, so they are kind of like... These people are interesting and more than a little bit willing to bend laws, and I am in the middle of this now.
Hey!
Yay! I am going to get my visa revoked!
Your socials.
I am Bloodlust King on just about everything. I'm mainly on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok.
Awesome. All right, thank you, everyone. I am your DM host, Gearsparks. I am Gearsparks on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch. Even I have my own stream, and I believe there's one more, YouTube. So please take a look at all of what else we do, and have a good night. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.